Hey guys, the Super Review Show for another episode of Rock Talk. This is the show where I break down albums that have anniversaries, or the album is just that good, you should definitely just check it out no matter what. And here we are today talking about the breakthrough album of one of my favorite bands of all time. Now, whatever you may think of this band, just put on your blinders for a second, just accept what I'm about to say. This is one of the most successful breakthrough albums of all time. And truthfully, this is one of the biggest bands of all time. No matter what you think about them, they're one of the biggest bands on the planet to this day. Just want to put that out there. We're talking about U2's War. U2's War has turned 40 as of today, February 28th, 2023. It came out in 1983. Now, whatever you may think of U2, when people think of U2, they probably think of like With or Without You or One, like more like softer ballady type of stuff. When I think of U2, I've heard the argument that people say like all U2. Like, I feel like this is stereotypical for almost every artist. They say every blah 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 sounds the same. Every Green Day song sounds the same. Every Metallica song sounds the same. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying just generically you could say that and be like, oh well. Some people are like every U2 song sounds the same. Sunday Bloody Sunday does not sound like Beautiful Day. Does not sound like Vertigo. Does not sound like Where the Streets Have No Name. Just want to put that out there. Just saying. I'm not going to defend U2 because I like a lot of their stuff, not everything they've done, but this is a pioneer of that. The cover just shows war, truthfully, and with some of the best songs that define their career, truthfully. Sunday Bloody Sunday, Seconds, New Year's Day, Like a Song, Drowning Man. Side 2, The Refugee, Two Hearts Beat as One, Red Light, Surrender, and 40. This album is an album that defined an era of rock and roll. And it was not really a new wave sound. It was not really your typical rock sound of the 80s. It was, to me, it was an album and a song and an era of the band that defined a band defining their own label, defining their own sound, and defending their own take on their music. I love this record. It is one of my favorite albums of theirs personally. Not my favorite, but it's up there for sure in the top 2 or 3. I'm a big fan of this. Sunday Bloody Sunday is one of the best openers to any show ever. I only saw them once on the Joshua Tree Tour 2017. But it's a brilliant song. It's a fantastic opener to an album and a fantastic opener to their shows. Why would they do acoustic versions on the Experience and Innocence tours? I have no idea. But New Year's Day, great song as well. Two Hearts Beat as One. This is their harder edge stuff. So when some people push their glasses back and get their pants all tight and get their underwear like, I can't breathe, whatever, right? They get all uptight about stuff. And they're like, oh, well, U2 sucks, whatever. I'd like to see them listen to Sunday Bloody Sunday and get back to me. I'd like to see them listen to Two Hearts Beat as One and get back to me. Where it's harder drums, harder guitar, harder beating rock and roll record. More punk rock, truthfully. It's more punk than anything else. It's more harder driven than anything else. Yes, they're known for Pride in the Name of Love. Yes, they're known for Bad. Yes, they're known for Where the Streets Have No Name with a different sound of guitar. But this was their earlier stuff, and it really has, outside of like Vertigo and some of the stuff of like on like Elevation or whatever, this is their harder edge stuff, and I really dig it. It's really, really, really good stuff, guys. Fantastic stuff. It's such some of the best, and the production on it was great. Paul McGuinness is their manager at the time. I was looking at the back. It's one of some of their best songs came out of this album, and it's funny. Bono's on vocals, The Edge on guitar. Adam Clayton's bass is fantastic. And Larry Mullen Jr. on drums is brilliant, truthfully. Just brilliant. And the moment those drums kick into Sunday Bloody Sunday, like, you're right, all right, I'm in. Sunday Bloody Sunday, here we go. It's a fantastic song. I would not say it's underplayed or overplayed. I would say it's accurately played on radio. Rock radio especially. I feel like it's underappreciated on like regular classic rock radio, though. I will say that. But it turns 40 years old today on February 28th, 2023. I'm a huge fan of this band, huge fan of this album. Great album, great band overall. It's hard. It's funny. From this point on, they really stepped up their game, and this was their breakthrough album. Yes, it was their breakthrough. But at the same time, they really changed up their sound quite a bit afterwards. Like after this, they had like the Unforgettable Fire album, which was more experimental stuff, with Prime the Name of Love on there and Bad on there, yes. But there was also like MLK. There was a sort of Homecoming, all great, a lot of great songs on there. And then the Joshua Tree just catapults them to the superstardom, truthfully. But this is a great album. If you've not heard it, check it out immediately, and I recommend listening to it from start to finish, no matter what. It's a stone cold classic of the 80s. And it's like I said, it's not really a new wave album. It's not really a hard rock album. It's kind of its own entity, which is, I mean, that sounds kind of stereotypical, but it's the truth. Like, I've heard the argument, people are like, all Green Day sounds the same, or all Metallica, or all U2 sounds the same. No, it doesn't. And that's not even an opinion. That's just the truth. This album does not sound like I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. This album does not sound like You're the Best Thing About Me, more of a soul-influenced, guitar-driven song. This song does not sound like Beautiful Day. You know, they're a band that has gone through many different phases. They've changed their styles bit by bit, but they've remained true to who they are, and they are U2. So there you go. Anyways, February 28th, 1983, War comes out across the U.S. and over the world, and it's a great album. What do you guys think about this? Jump down in the comment section below, share your thoughts on this video as well, on U2 as a band, whatever. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and don't forget to smash that like button. And also follow us on our social media pages as well. Instagram and Facebook, there you go. But for all of your Rock Talk episodes and many more, keep it locked on the Super Reviews with J-Man. It's off to rock and Sunday, bloody Sunday.